a lot of people, in those 4 movements, you will find something that is, bringing on some of the pain that you're watching these videos in hopes of getting rid of. If you don't, though, it's really helpful to find a movement that does bring on your pain. Now, when I say bring on your pain, we are not trying to flare you up. I don't want you to find a motion that you know if you do that you're going to hurt for the next 3 days, okay? That's not helpful. That's not what we want. But we do want to find a motion that you know doesn't feel quite right to you. So, if you have back pain, for instance, a lot of times it might be bending over. You might feel it in that back. It could be putting on your shoe. It could be, maybe you're reaching out this way for your shoulder. Again, a movement that that maybe you try to avoid, and if you do, it's going to bring on some of those icky feelings you have. It's really helpful to test that motion. That way you can really track how these movements are helping your specific motion. That way you can see progress a whole lot better, because sometimes if none of these motions are very obviously bringing on any of your pain, it's hard to know if the pain that you want to get better is actually getting better, right? So when you think of a motion, you can test out a few. Might be different every time you do it. That's totally fine. You're going to try to rate it on that scale we talked about. Either that 0 to 100 scale if you want to be really specific and you like those numbers, or if you're not a big fan of that, you can rate it on low, medium, high. It obviously shouldn't be no pain, because then you can't test it, right? So it's got to be in one of those categories. Again, use a motion that that you're going to be able to retest a few times. So purposely pick one that you're okay testing out multiple times within a session and that is not going to flare you up. The idea, though, is obviously that it should be getting better and better, so that's always good news here. So definitely helpful to pick your motion and track it.